So, we got another GBL recording. I'm pretty sure this is GBL. I'm not tripping because it says 2044 at the bottom. I remember doing the... what was it? Myrtle Beach and Memphis wild card. Now we're going to do the Round Rock Montgomery wild card to go see who faces Winnipeg in the NLDS. Fitting enough because the NLDS started like the other day, and yeah, it'll just be funny to just figure that out. What is it? Round Rock? Yes, here we go. Wait, I gotta check something first. And here we go.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Game 2 of the National League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's Montgomery taking on Round Rock. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shop. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. Our starter in this one, Tim Maxey.
He's a guy that's going to come right after the hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to get to the contact. Not worried about it. He trusts his defense behind him. And he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offense. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire. So he knows he'll have to work it all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Tatum calls it in, and there's one away. Let's take a look at our lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you've got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out. Mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there are 2 outs. Here's the veteran outfielder, Edgar Morales. That's a ball, and that's ball 1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that extends the inning. Benito Curran, the next to hit. Just missed. Pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And a foul ball. Now snap throw to first. And he just got his hand in there. Two outs.
Hey! 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runner on the go. This to third. Iden fires across the diamond, and that will end the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Here with my pal C. And our pitcher tonight, Isley Cortez.
He really relies on working down in zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front deck and run it over the inside corner.
Doug Dickerson leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Pitch. That one outside. Now 1-2.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push the runs across as often as possible.
And now the count is full, and another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Up to short, Little. On to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
J.J. Iden, batting with one down, takes the strike. And that one fouled off. Looking. 2 away. The battle will be the shortstop, Arthur Henson. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Good eye right there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
A dive, he's got it. Fires to first. In time, got him. And that'll do it.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and in the end.
Wild card series, game 2. Now it's the right fielder, Ramon Chavis. Maxson back to work. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it. One up, one down.
Well, this can be pretty fun as an outfielder. He got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football. One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Strike 2. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Dives and he can't hang on. No play, that's an infield single. And here is Jesus Geronimo. Maxson, in his 8th season, 29 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. On the ground at first, it's through for a hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out. One, Rosario digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Tejada to second, and that's 2.
Well, second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, at the plate, John Tatum. That's in for a strike. 1-1. And he grounds one back up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And aboard on the leadoff single. Next to hit, Lon Villa. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay on that double play.
Tatum gets his lead at first. Nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a chopper out to short. Off balance feet. Here's one. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a good play from start to finish. Center field, Earl Adley.
plenty of time to first, and that is the third out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Leroy Little. Fouled off. He was late. Little with a homer in his last game. The shortstop takes the ball. And now 1-2.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Good eye in that spot. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's too high. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. That was clearly confident out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see the pitch out of the hand and at a high level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. I can see it really well at high level. I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Now here is Pablo Valenzuela. One down, base is empty. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That's outside. That one not close. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it back. He just battles up there. He doesn't take the pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Adley on the move to the alley. Makes the catch for the out. And now Casey Escalon went down on strikes his first time through. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. In there for strike one.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner. But what I love about him.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Philip Knox.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best advice they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
O'Reilly in the box now, takes strike one. That misses, and the count is 1-2.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
The classic pitch sequence in there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was offered is very competitive, and that gets you thinking that you might try to climb the ladder. but then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And now here is Benito Curran. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. The next pitch misses. Ball two.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Just off the inside edge.
That's a really good take.
So now 3-2. Now it's Belgian. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He flexes his power with that swing. And we have a tie ball game. It's 3-3.
That swing completely changes the momentum of this game, Blue. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now Ramon Chavis. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in game 2 of the wild card series. Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Movement in the bullpen. Gene Musser appears to be getting loose. Boils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Got him. Now 2 out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power and curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Sale in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
There's the ball. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Villa makes the catch and a goal. So a 9th-inning comeback here, and this game has been flipped on its head. All tied up at 3 apiece. And we're back. Stepping in, Earl Hadley. Bonilla back to work. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Andy Baird, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. And the 1-0. Inside, just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in. He spits on that one.
Yep, that ball went out.
I just feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Batista in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. He walked it, and that'll keep the line moving.
Well, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
And now the DH, Eduardo Batista.
Ball one, no strike.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance, good job behind the dish. Down the line.
Foul ball. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike.
No, he didn't.
And the winning run is now in scoring position. Chris's Wheels with a difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, the StatCast help. We see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. Man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Slider misses outside. To third. Sends it across the first. One out, bottom of the ninth. So next, Chad Emerson.
Oh, how he loved to walk it off right here.
That foul ball. Winning run at second with one away. Here in the late stages of game two. And that's a base hit. Around third. Here's the throw. The winning run crosses the plate, and they walk it off and win it 4-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Game 3 of the National League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Mashers taking on the Rams. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
This is as good as it gets in a three-game series, Boone. One game for all the marbles, and who knows how it's going to play out. But one thing I'm sure is we'll see the managers being very proactive. And in a situation like this, where there's no room for error, they're not going to be afraid to use every arm in the bullpen and every warm body off the bench if they have to.
Yeah, there's no saving something for tomorrow in this type of situation. You've got to put it all out there on the table. First pitch coming your way next. About ready for baseball, and starting in this one, Mark Spillane. What should we keep an eye on here?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel in the back, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind it. Good speed.
third baseman, Pablo Valenzuela. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Take a look at the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around in the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand. Well, when you come off a tough one-run loss in the postseason, you'll be looking back at the opportunities that you missed in the previous game and make sure that...
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. Just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
One out. Runner at second. Around. Now at the plate. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
Recently taking home Player of the Month on it.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Next offering is in for a strike. One out, the runner at second here in this decisive game 3 of the wild card series. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and there's 2 away.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And the batter now, Benito Curran.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Curran went deep in his most recent game. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And the 0-1. And that one is inside. 2 outs with a runner at third. And that is cut on and missed. With a count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're ahead to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And now it's 1-2. Popped up. Tejada. Nabs it. And that's the third out. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal C. And today's starting pitcher, Jim Fryer. What do we have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters will have a hard time staying back.
Now at the plate, Doug Dickerson. Jack swing called strike. And that is strike 1. A former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally uses a cut. Just missed. That misses. 2-1. Got it back going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive. Pulls up on it. That's a base hit. Now the number 2 hitter, J.J. Hyden. Going around.
0-1's the count.
And a pitch. Swinging a drive, deep right field. Chavis going back. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Dickerson aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch is outside.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. This inside with the curve.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball. A couple of times he missed it back, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Now it's the shortstop, Arthur Henson. And that drops in for a strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
But he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options.
No,
He
he's
can
safe.
go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
One ball, 2
This
strikes.
one in the dirt. And at first, one away. That one the other way. Oh, he gloves it. Let's take a look at the lineup. Singing this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, but it certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
That one is absolutely belted. That's a base hit. Coming home. The relay to the plate. The tag is in there. It's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. First pitch fastball, a great spot to do some damage, and squared it up nicely.
Juan Villa getting ready to hit. Just missed. Villa
Count
missed
1-0.
a homer in his last game. And it's second. Foul ball there. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. And on second, 2 down. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. Decisive third game of the wild card round. Here's the center fielder, Juan Rosario. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
0-1 now. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. They look locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with them right now.
Got him swinging. Here's the second baseman, Brad White. Outside. And that's ball 1. White launched a homer in his most recent game. Spillane in his 3rd season. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a 2-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And it's fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Ball 2.
Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now the right fielder, Ramon Chavis. That's off the mark. 1-0. Two outs, base is empty. Foul ball. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 2-1. That's inside.
Ball 3.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one is gone. A solo shot. His second home run of the series. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Bart, the next to hit. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second.
Well, he didn't like
No
those
ball,
first 2
2 strikes.
pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
In the air, left side. Tatum makes the play, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. All even now at 1-1.
Look at me.
This is the National League Wild Card Series on the show.
Look at me. He's swerving. I'm feeling so powerful. Look at me. I am a boss. I make the rules. Don't listen to nobody. Do what I choose. I'm nothing to lose.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. And here's the veteran outfielder, Earl Adley. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. And another ball. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Bruce Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter-friendly than most. Just kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
That one fouled off.
That's ball 3.
Right through there for a strike.
Okay.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up throwing the ball. Very pretty.
Next is the designated hitter, Eduardo Batista. Strike. Runner on the goal. Pitch this.
That's shipped out.
Throw to second. Save. See, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And it's second. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat. And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to be gambled. And a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
And the batter now,
Inside,
Chad
ball 1.
Emerson. And this is inside. Fouled off left side.
Good wood on that changeup. Barreled it up. Just couldn't keep it between the lines.
Moved to second, and he dives back in safely. Adley over at second, 1 down. slash foul down the right side. Nickel off into the seats. Up and in, and the count is 2-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished those up and in just on the edge. And that's when it was a good swing at it. Would have broken back. He's dragged back to the dugout.
Valenzuela drops into the glove, and there's 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Hop digs in now. That's in for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. Far off foul. Two outs. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. Leading off, Connie Sale. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That one misses. Ball 1.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
That's off the inside edge. 2-0.
You have a catcher that can throw like that. A pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
That's even up. Fights it off, you'll see another. On the ground is short. Sends it to first. And 1 away at the top of the 3rd. So the batting order turns over. Now the third baseman, Pablo Valenzuela. Grounded out his first time up. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
One gone, runner at first. And now the shortstop, Leroy Little. Spillane checks over to first, and he's back. Ball 1, no strikes. On the ground right side, 4, 6, out, 3, it's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Doug Dickerson. McGuire back to work. Sliced hard but foul. Ground ball, left side, and foul ball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This with a changeup, and that is ball one. In the air, left field, Array. Moving back for this one. Hits it away for the out. So digging in, J.J. Iden. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one upstairs. One out, base is empty. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Next offering in the dirt, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming off if he's right.
Out towards left center. Rosario sizes this one up. That's out number 2. Now it's going to be Arthur Henson. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Ground ball up the middle. Little whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. With 3 complete, tied at 1 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. At the left fielder, Edgar Morales. Close, but call the ball. And it's 1-0.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Out to short, Henson. Over to first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. Benito Curran now at the plate. He popped out his first time. Inside. 1-0.
Ball,
outside
that's out.
with a breaking ball. Just off the inside edge.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
That was came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the player is not going to help him out by swinging at something out of his own.
Go ahead run on base. Rosario getting ready to hit. Hit in the air, center field. Adley sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Brad White. Just missed. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in this decisive game 3 of the wild card series. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Steady up the hitter, get his arms extended. Tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Swing the liner, base hit out into right center field. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And now the right fielder, Ramon Chavis. He's already homered here in this one. That's the third, and that chance handled. Rolls across the diamond, and that is the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. And midway in the 4th, all tied 1-1.
It's just some places we go. It's just some with.
Bottom of the 4th, and now John Tatum.
Don't get ahead in the count. You can forget about having any success against him.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, this group of hitters did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. I've seen very patient at-bats out of it. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And another ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, good solid contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball. And try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
That's towards center. Rosario under it. Balls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's the first baseman, Lon Villa. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last night. First offering, and it just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
Goes down looking.
There's a nasty flicker and breaking ball. Why is it so tough to stay in on and not give up? Because out of the hand, it looks like it's almost going to hit you, and then at the last moment, gets over that inside corner. Really nice pitch.
The 2 down now, and here is Earl Adley. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
He's pitching well,
the count.
but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offer, he's in for a strike. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. On to the top of the fifth we go. All tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. First offering a fastball for a strike.
Pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ball, that's out.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swung on, popped up left side. Iden has a beat on it. Brings it in. One down. And here's the catcher, Connie Sale. Grounded out his first time. Sale goes 6'1", 29 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. Right through there for a strike.
This game has been so tight. It feels like the next team to score will win it.
And that one fouled off. All tied up. We're at the top of the fifth. Just misses without one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tried to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out of the left center field. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Bird. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Good bat through the zone.
So the lineup flips over. Pablo Valenzuela, the next to hit, 1 for 2. That one outside, ball one. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Dives, what a play!
That's just a great effort right there. Beautiful job of tracking that ball down and sinking so quickly. It's kind of a tough call. Do I lay out? Do I play on the bounce? He made the right decision and he gets the out. Excellent job.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Leroy Little. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball. get a foul straight back. One, two now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Makes the catch. And that is that. Halfway home. All even. One apiece. Decisive third game of the wild card round. Now it's the DH, Eduardo Batista. Close one, doesn't get the call.
Counts
and that's
1-0.
1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Michael Oka up and loosening in the pen. Crow, the lefty, warming up as well. He was late there, strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the mid part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And behind the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Chad Emerson. He's 0 for 1. And the
That's
first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Batista gets his lead at first with nobody out. Here goes the runner. Strike it there. Saves it second and easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Squirts away a little bit. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second, nobody out. That's outside. Hit on the ground to short. Zips it to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, he did a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Adrian Tejada. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Pickoff moves to second.
He's
and
dead.
Back safely. That missed by a lot. And the count even 1-1. 1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants to have it. 2 strikes, sure picture. Made a mistake, and I'd say in a very different location, but clearly the break was enough to get this one through it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Dickerson will hit next. Is singled, and he is flied to left. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Edgar Morales. Spillane back to work.
Right through there for a strike. Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Emerson brings it in, and there's one down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Benito Curran. First
Ball
pitch,
one, no
not
strike.
close. And another
Inside,
ball.
ball 2.
And there's the
Ball 3.
ball. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
That swing is all about confidence. Sitting pretty with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage instead of wasting what turned out to be a good opportunity. A great job of hitting, and the result is a simple, good stuff.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Martin Spillane gives way, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back. Gene Musser taking over on the mound.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
So digging in, Juan Rosario. 0-2 in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 is the count. One ball,
In
2
the
strikes.
dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Movement in the bullpen. Rick Esquivel, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. With the go-ahead run at first here in this decisive Game 3 of the Wild Card Series. Up the middle. What a stop. There's one. Out. And that's all they'll get.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the second baseman, Brad White. Over to first, and he's back in safely. Flips the corner. That's strike one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way, so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Delivers outside. That drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Runner on the go. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. In the top half of the 6th. Got a good eye there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Chavis would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. That's back-to-back singles for him. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I'll tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Chavis now at the plate. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Sorry, on third. White on at first for 2 down. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. And the count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Goes down looking.
Well, this guy competes hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Michael Oka. Here's the third baseman, J.J. Ivan. And ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Kelvin DeWitt getting loose out there. Bonilla getting loose as well. Here's a rocket out to left. Makes the catch. And there's 1 away. Arthur Henson getting ready to hit. First pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Falling behind 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike. Nope, that's inside.
Right through there for a strike. Oh boy, that was the pitch. You got to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Got him swinging. Some high keys for strike 3.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. I'm sure he'd want another swing at it because he was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Tatum in the box again. Takes the strike. Ball one. The inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. On the ground to third. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Rick Esquivel.
I told you, she was never down, she just did it cause she owed you. I told you, been around when it ain't going how we supposed to.
And now, Sam Barton. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. That is out of play. This one in the air. Emerson should have this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in. It's so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's the catcher, Connie Sale. And a strike on the outside edge. All tied up here in the late stages of Game 3. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Via. Corrals it. 2 up, 2 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That's outside.
Yep, that ball went
and
out.
it's 1-1. Just
That's it.
missed.
Ball 2.
He never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's a fair ball.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a great count. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
And here is Leroy Little.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Pickoff throw. Valenzuela back in a guy. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Two outs. In the air, right side, Dickerson. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh, Kelvin DeWitt. And now the first baseman, Lon Villa. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base for the nine.
They're up there looking to be aggressive and got something in the middle. Let's get the ball by the pitcher. There's a lot of base hits over the middle, even on ground balls. So nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Earl Adley digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swinging a foul out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner stays where he is. It misses. It's a strikeout. So that would be his spot. Eduardo Batista.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Takes low for ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
DeWitt throws over. And he's back in easily. One hit to right. Chavis on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And it's 2 down. Here's the catcher, Chad Emerson. Step off, throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Right through there for a strike. With the go-ahead run at first, near the bottom of the 7th.
Off the plate, ball 1.
There's a strike. To the right side, keeps the AB going.
Ball 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure that sometimes what pitchers probably just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Tejada in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Outside, and that is ball 4. Well, with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there. Going through the hump to help him out and make the call with that last pitch. But neither happened. Full pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Swing to tackle that goes foul. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Now one ball's got him.
2 strikes.
second, 2 down. That's the third challenge play. And he's safe at first. And he'll pull into second safety.
Wow, this has been a good tight game so far, but now that error looms pretty large. I think that's going to weigh on him for a little while, and then somehow they can come back and win this thing.
Back to the top of the order now. So it's second and third occupied. They go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded. It's a force at every base.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now. And there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get him out.
In the box now, takes strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Now the 1. In the air to left center. And that will end the inning. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 8th inning coming up. The Rams have the advantage, 2-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Oliver Kahana.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in this situation.
Now the left fielder, Edgar Morales. 0 for 3 in this one. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Squeezes it, and there's 1 down. Here's the first baseman, Benito Curran. Not close to that one. 1-0. And another ball.
Hopefully the umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in this decisive game 3 of the wild card series. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Ball down the right field line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 now. Ball misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slide's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get right where you want.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. He rocketed that one out of here. His second homer this series, and we are tied. It's 2-2.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Rosario, the next to hit. Fought off foul. down, bases empty. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Brad White.
Going pretty good speed over there at first base. I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm of timing.
Runner takes off, pitches high. Throw there. 1-0, save.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings. Having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed, but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher if you can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
And it's second. Hey! Flaring and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball.
Good luck
2
catching
strikes.
up to that one.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there, and it's gone! Home run! That'll fire up the dugout. His second home run of the series, and that's how they take the lead. It's 4-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Oliver Tejada won't go any further tonight. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Johnny Kilgore gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So up next, Ramon Chavis. He's already homered in this game. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kilgore, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Oh, and he hit him.
That ball got it.
Our biggest concern, other than injury, after a moment like that, is just how the pitcher will respond. You know, sometimes a guy loses confidence in a pitch when he's hit somebody. Could use a ground ball here. Up it in the infield, runner at first base, get out of this. Quickly in an 0-2 ball, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Struck him out, looking with the off-speed stuff. And now the catcher comes up to him. Connie Sale, 1 for 3. Moves to first, and he's back in there. On the ground, Ivan. They kick the force out, and the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Champlin Bonilla.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now, here is Arthur Mason. First offering a fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Flips the corner, and the count is 0-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andy Perry, the closer of the staff, is thrown. Swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing of a fastball next time.
And here is John Tatum. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That's in there. Strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and
1 ball,
away.
2 strikes to count. Two to count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beat.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's imperative runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge if you change the ball game.
Digging in, Lon Villa. Chops in for a strike. Boils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-2 to count.
0-2 count, you got the opportunity to expand the zone. Good chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
That one not close.
2 strikes.
2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Ground ball right side. Whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Down the third baseman, Pablo Valenzuela. Kilgore back to work. Kilgore, the former Rookie of the Year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. The 1-0.
That's a ball.
fastball in there for a strike at 91.
One strike.
On the ground to third. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Next to hit, Leroy Little. 1 for 4 with a double. First pitch, and he just misses. Bases empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 3. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. I think he's sitting on speed there. High fly ball down the left field line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Back to the mound, he's got it. The throw to first. He's out. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
Morales at the plate now. That's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. You're at the top of the ninth. Got a foul ball. Starting to go after it. Now a look down to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. That one fouled off, 2-2. Foul ball, he stays alive.
Boys having a tough time getting the pitch buy-in. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitchers still able to make some type of contact.
Ripped on the ground to second, gets it to first, and that's the third out. So they go quietly there, on now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Mashers on top 4-2. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Andy Baird.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and you see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And now the center fielder, Earl Adley. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Ground ball right side, White. Tosses to first, 1 up, 1 down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Eduardo Batista now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. A little bit low.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's down and away. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fly ball down the line. And a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Now this is in the air down the line. And it's off the wall, but foul. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And now the count filled up 3-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
He's got to throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Here's the catcher, Chad Emerson. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
Outside, that's the ball.
Next pitch is downstairs. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And it is 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds. They're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Just
outside.
missed.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Two down, nobody on. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. They're doing the offer out of it. Now has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the second baseman, Adrian Tejada. First pitch misses.
That's ball 2. 2-0.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they walk you.
Dickerson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The tying run at the plate. That's a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Tying run at the plate. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Wrong side of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. There's some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Now Doug Dickerson. And it's fouled off. Downstairs. 1-1. Try to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. That foul at the plate. Here is just 1 strike away. And that's it. Series over. They are off to the NLDS. The Rams take game 3 and are on to the division series, Siggy. This was a tough task having to play all 3 games in hostile territory. They got it done winning
said it, winning is always a challenge on the road, but even more so in the postseason. They're showing a lot in this series. And I think this win is going to send them into the next round feeling pretty confident about what they can accomplish here in October.
And a tough end